Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Today Appa is going to make a seafood beehoon. Yeah, seafood beehoon. A little bit wet style, very similar to one style which you can find in Singapore. Okay, so let's take a look at the ingredient. First of all, we have the beehoon, of course. I have 3 pieces of beehoon here, soaked under room temperature water until it is softened like this. Then I will remove the water. It will take probably about 10 minutes for the beehoon to soften. By the way, normally the beehoon 1 piece is equivalent to for 1 adult. Yeah, so this is easily 3 adults here. And we are going to make use of 2 kinds of broth to cook this seafood. First broth is the chicken stock. This is the chicken stock. You can also use pork broth. Second broth is this. This is actually when I peel off a prawn just now. Yeah, I peel off few prawns just now. So these are the shell and the tail together with the prawn head. Yeah. So together with using some ginger, I'm going to make some prawn broth on the spot very easily. I will show you how later. So this is going to be a combination between prawn broth and also chicken stock or pork broth. The prawn, actually, I got it from my favorite DTS Home Mart online, where they actually comes in a very convenient packing like this, right? Why I say it's convenient because they use liquid nitrogen to freeze it. Therefore, instead of all the frozen prawn comes in one huge block of ice, it is actually individual separate like this. So if I needed 3 pieces, I just take out 3 pieces and put it under water to let it defrost for about probably 10 minutes or so. Okay, very, very convenient. So, and I've tried their prawns. It is so much better than the normal rare prawns I used to have. It is still very sweet, and the prawn head is not dirty at all. I don't know how they did it. Anyway, so I will put the link, the purchase link in the description. You can check where to Appa buy online. And they use cold storage, yeah, cold truck to send it to you. Very, very hygiene. Okay, so that is the prawn. I have a little bit of pork slices marinated with some Shaoxing wine and also cornstarch and a bit of light soya sauce. I have some fried garlic. You can have any kind of veggie you like. This is Chinese cabbage. I got 3 eggs. It's supposed to be very eggy. I have some squid rings and lala, yeah, clams. Let's start cooking. We're going to start by making the prawn broth. About 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil here. Put in the ginger slices. Saute the ginger slices a bit. Get the fragrance out. This will help to reduce the fishiness from the prawn shell. Yeah. Once you can smell the fragrance, the aroma from the ginger, you can now put in the prawn shell. Just be careful, it will splatter because there are some water inside. Then you want to use high heat. Maintain it at high heat to stir fry your prawn shell and prawn head for a minute or 2 before I add water. We'll come back shortly. So this is after about 2-3 minutes. After pan fry, you want to make sure this step is very important. You want to make sure you stand your pan fry until the prawn is a little bit charred, and it cannot have a little bit raw, because once it is raw and you added the water right now, the whole broth is going to be very fishy. Make sure it is a little bit charred like this, right? Then you can actually add in some hot water. And remember, just now we have some chicken stock. And let's just bring this to a boil and let it boil for a minute or two, not too long. If you boil for too long, it will become fishy also. And you don't have to put any seasoning right now. Now, some people ask, Appa, can I skip the prawn broth? Can, up to you, no problem. You can straight away use the chicken broth to cook your noodles, no problem. But I prefer enhanced flavor. You see, many people always like to add some extra MSG, like Uncle Roger lah. But anyhow, Appa doesn't use MSG at home, but I will use other ways to create extra enhanced flavor. And prawn broth using prawn shell is one way. Yeah. Just bring this to a boil, then it is done. Boil for a minute or so, put it at the side. So this is after about boiling for about 1 minute. Our prawn broth is ready. I'll just take out the shell and the ginger. And now we have a beautiful broth for our noodles. So I will set this broth aside. Off the fire, no need to put any seasoning. Alright. Put about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil here. Put in the egg. We can season the egg with some pepper salt, or you can put in some light soy sauce, no problem. Give it a stir. Notice I actually purposely use a non-stick wok for this. It's easier, yeah, it's easier. Okay, it is slowly taking shape. Keep on stirring until it is almost fully cooked. Maybe 80% I would say. Hey, super fragrant, nice. Alright, this is approximately 80%. Now we can actually add in the broth. Alright. So this is going to be a very flavorful broth to start with. We can give this broth some seasoning actually. I'm going to give it a little bit of salt. A little bit of sugar. A bit of my favorite Shaoxing wine. Where is it? Okay. All the ingredients I use, I will put the link inside the description. Okay? You can find it from there. And then we can actually put in the seafood. The meat, marinated meat, the veggie. The beehoon will be cooked in about 1 minute or 2, very fast. So I'm not so worried about the beehoon. The prawn, about 2 to 3 minutes. If you don't want to overcook your prawn, 2 to 3 minutes, don't worry. I can put in some few dashes of white pepper. Alright. A little bit of oyster sauce. Not too much, huh? You want the color to be yellowish. Right? You can put in some raw fried garlic or raw garlic right now. Both also can. So now that we have gotten the broth ready, you can now put in the beehoon, which is already softened. I try not to edit this part so much so that you all can follow easier. For those master or seafood, you can just fast forward. So you just want your beehoon to nicely absorb all this. We are still on high heat right now. You want your beehoon to nicely absorb the broth. Then it is done. Some you can, if you want your beehoon to have extra burnt taste, you can actually pan fry your beehoon without any oil. Dry roast your beehoon a little bit for about 1 minute if you like. Then that will give you extra flavor. Okay? But today Appa lazy lah. This is almost ready. So put it in. Once your beehoon is cooked, then it's done. Then of course you can do a bit of add some salt and sugar to taste, yeah, at the end. Beehoon actually can get cooked in about 1 minute to 2, maximum 2 minutes. If not, it will actually be too soft. Okay, it's basically done. I'm just going to add some final touch of garlic oil. Fried garlic oil. Alright. Done. And I'm going to dish it out. This is going to taste super good, super eggy. Okay, 各位觀眾，海鮮米粉 Put some fried garlic on top. Right, done. I hope you like my video. This is Appa's seafood beehoon. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. I forgot to put in some sambal. You must eat this together with some sambal. Let me put in the sambal. Alright. Ta-da! Okay. Bye-bye.